All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to game two. And I turned my light off on accident. I'm just realizing this. I was wondering why I was sitting in the dark. Maybe my light bulb's dead. Nope, it's definitely off. Okay. In game one, we saw a pretty confident showing by Awesome Spear. As we see, oh, we're doing player of the game now. We're not doing player of the match, we're doing player of the game. That's so nice. What the wait, hold on. I gotta send this. Gotta send this to Quest. Quest will be proud. So we're gonna take a look at the highlights. Oh, they are super laggy. But now they're not. There we go. So we see some nice plays coming in from Zeus. Some really nice looks. That one was a really good one. Is it lagging because of me? Or why is this lagging? It can't be me. It's lagging bad. But you guys get the point. You had a good game. No, yeah, I was just lagging. Just lagging for the broadcast. Okay. Oh, we actually see who voted for MVP. Everybody voted for Zeus. Wow, so unanimous MVP.
요즘 이제 뭐 서포터들을 막 도구다 이러는데 누가 그래요? 절대 도구들의 반란을 보여줘야 돼요. 듣는 도구 슬픕니다. 예, 저는 와드 받침대라고. 네, 알겠습니다. 자, 1세트 와드 받침대요. 네, 알겠습니다. 쯔스 선수가 결국 MVP.
Nice that that's something that I wish that they would do for LCK. I wish they would show who voted for who. Yeah, Thresh can land he can land Thresh hooks, but not Nautilus hooks.
좋은 스타트를 한번 알린 거고요. 진에어 같은 경우도 반격 잘해봐야죠. 그렇죠. 그래서 반격하기 위해 루머 정용승 선수가 라이트 선수를 대신해.
As we see, it's going to be Rumor coming in for Light.
이거 받아치는 거 보세요. 너무 어썸하지 않나요? 그렇죠. 이 노래와도 되게.
What if we're going to see any more subs? I mean, yeah.
만들어내면서 경기에 반전을 하기 위해 나왔는데 진에어 이대로 물러서면 안 되겠죠. 그렇죠. 정용승 선수 2000년생입니다. 자, 일단 뭐 크로와 크러쉬를 필두로 해서 프린스 주스, 체이시까지 아주 좋은 경기를 보여줬던 어썸 스피어가 2세트도 가져갈 수 있을지. 2세트 밴픽 준비 끝났습니다. 만나보시죠.
Get right into pick ban. Awesome Spear going to immediately be banning the Blanc. Do not want that involved at all. As we saw just a moment ago, Rumor was subbed in for Light, which I think is a pretty good decision. I think that change might be what this team needs. We'll see, though, how it ends up working out. But besides that, every other player stays where they are. As we get into the second game, you're going to see all 6 bans coming out from the first rotation. Jin Air going to be banning the Varus. Akali is running well. Like I said, the LeBlanc coming out first from Spear, followed by the Set and Syndra bans. Let's see who they want to prioritize. There's going to be the Trundle in the jungle.
그래서 그냥 서포터 그 정글러를 먼저 먹는 쪽으로 가네요. 네. 맞습니다. 사실 아펠리오스도 있긴 했는데 이게 이제 또 관점의 차이인데 아펠리오스나
We're going to see Aphelios, Yuumi. Yuumi is something that we're seeing a lot of globally. Very very broken. Oh, Nidalee would be very interesting to see as well. And it saw an Italy ban last game, directed towards Jin Air, I believe. Yeah, it was directed towards Jin Air. Now it's going to be Umti picking up the Nidalee. Which makes me wonder, are we going to see the Kalista Taric? Nope, we're going to see the Kalista Thresh. Is going to bring us the last pick for the first rotation. Just going to be the Owlstar.
딱 땡겨도 될 만한 게 저 고리에다 걸어야 되나요? 요즘 알리스타 자체가 좀 티어가 많이 내려가긴 했는데 그만큼 상대가 그 무는
So that's going to be the bot lane and jungle pick for both sides.
무조건 CC도 채워주고 어떻게 보면 이제
Both sides don't want to show their solo lanes quite yet. We see Ornn and Wukong bans coming in from Jin Air.
봐봐야 되는 거고요. 그러면서 탑에서의 잘 나가는 부르저들이 쭉쭉 잘리고 있죠. 자, 오른과 50까지.
Meanwhile, from Awesome Sphere, we are going to see the Renekton ban. Let's see what the second ban will be from them. 11 seconds left on the clock for that one.
특히 지난 시즌에는 LCK에서 모데카이저 안 나올
And it
때도
looks like it's going to be the Gangplank.
그렇죠. 하나를 필두로 해서
It's going to allow Jin Air now to blind pick one of their solo laners. It's going to be the mid lane, Zoe, a safe blind pick here.
이거 약간 미드 정글 조이
I think Galio would be a good response pick.
저희가 그 학번 얘기했는데 아직도
You see maybe some Galio Camille. We pretty much lack magic damage. I think they need to go with some reliable magic damage. Galio statistically does the second least, and I was gonna say the least is Twisted Fate, and they picked Twisted Fate. But we have seen some alternatives. Ooh, Mordekaiser for JC. Aatrox for Tana.
무난하게 그냥 뭐 나올 만한 높은 티어 픽들 나왔습니다. 매끈하게 가져가려고 아트록스까지 타나가 가져갑니다.
This is a very exciting draft.
만 봤을 때는 양쪽 다 바라보는 바가 다 일리는 있는데 어썸 스피어가 이제 더 공격적으로 플레이하기에는 바텀을 필두로 해서 위에서 받쳐주는 쪽에서도 특패가 나와서 되게 밀어붙이기는 좋을 것 같아요. 스노우볼 측면에서. 그렇죠. 그리고 이제 개인적으로 그 최대
So it's going to be
보면서 느낀 건데
a lot of exciting picks. We have, for example, the Nidalee in the jungle. We have the Twisted Fate mid. We got the Alistar, which we haven't seen in a while. Tana playing is well-respected Aatrox. Mordekaiser on JC. It's going to be an interesting game. Should be pretty exciting.
라인전을 조금 숙이고 가면서 사이드로 푼다라기보다는 선수의 기량에 따라서는 라인전을 리드할 수도 있는 거예요. 그렇죠. 실제로 요즘 각 지역에서 특패 티어가 많이 올라간 이유 중에
They're now going to be loading in.
생성을 잘 안 타요.
Can Jin Air force this to game 3, or are we going to see Awesome Sphere 2-0 here?
케이트가 챌린저스 코리아 서머 스플릿 1라운드에서 첫 번째로 선을 보입니다.
I did predict Jin Air to win. Are we going to see me being incorrect right off the bat? I said they'd win 2-1 too. So if they don't win here, I'd be very incorrect. But we'll see maybe if Jin Air can pull this one together. They have a pretty nice team comp. Both these teams are pretty nice. We'll see which one's going to be the better team though.
계속해서 이득을 불려나가야 되잖아요. 공격적인 상체 플레이가 나와야 될 것 같습니다. 자, 두 번째 세트 준비 끝났습니다. 어썸 스피어 대 진 에어 그린 윙스 두 번째 세트 함께 만나보시죠.
So you're now loading into Summoner's Rift.
어썸 스피어 대 진 에어 그린 윙스 두 번째 세트 크로우 선수는 봉풀주를 들고 왔습니다. 그래서
He's gonna be crushed, hit by the spear there.
별개로 진에어 쪽에서 좀 더 얘기를 해보자면 어쨌든 상대가 선픽 트런드를 해서 이쪽에서 니달리로 받아치는 그러니까 카운터 픽을 뽑은 거잖아요. 미드 정글에서 상대가 뭐가 어떻든 간에 못 돌아다니게 좀 강하게 압박을 넣어줄 필요가 무조건 있는 게 그렇게 하지 못하면 앞에 랠리 특히 알리스타 서폿이 좀 이렇게 많이 힘들 확률이 높아 보이거든요.
Oh, I forgot to do fucking MVP. I knew I was forgetting something.
그런데도 알리스타를 선택했다는 건
Oh, someone put it in.
선택이 궁금합니다.
Wait a minute. Did I put it in? No, someone else put it in.
알리스타랑 같이 이제 뭐 돌진형 서포터들 양대 산맥이었던 레오나 쪽을 좀 더 많이 쓰는 추세가 생기는 거잖아요. 그렇죠. 그럼에도 불구하고 알리스타를 뽑았다면 경기 내용으로 보여줘야 되는 거죠. 아이 진짜 바텀에서 스스로 박살을 낼 것인지 하지만 상대 쭈스가 너무 무서워 보이거든요. 알리스타가 진짜 역사가 오래된 챔피언이고 원조 국밥형 서포터라고 봐야 되거든요. 그렇죠. 요즘은 그런 느낌보단 이제 말씀하신 대로 레오나 쪽이 훨씬 더 날카롭게 원하는 플레이가 가능하니까 알리스타는 일단 너무 말 그대로 느리죠. 그렇죠.
We're gonna see Zeus putting some more pressure. Oh, here comes the Flay. They are gonna hit level 2 soon. They don't hit it for this fight, which you hate to see. I think they were a minion off. Well, they were a couple minions off actually. I think they were Oh, entire wave off. I misunderstood that wave, I guess. I thought that was a level. Yes? Oh, no, here comes the third wave now. Or second wave, sorry. Second wave. So this is going to be the level 2 here and one more minion. Or 2 more minions. I don't know. I've lost count. I wasn't paying attention as I go, and now I am. I'm pretty sure another level 2. Yeah, there it is. Level 2 for the bot lane finally. So we see Chasing Donna just hanging out, just poking each other with their Qs. My Q's bigger than yours, says Aatrox. The line has more girth, says Chasey. Actually, it doesn't on the second Aatrox Q. definitely wider. And on the third one, yeah, maybe Chasey just no big Q for him. Meanwhile, Crow and Yarnwrong just see us singing out here in the mid lane. My Q can be your Q up. It's another one. My dad can be your dad up. That's a good meme.
이런 것들 다 들고 와서 라인전을 좀 어마어마한 유지력으로 풀어나가는 경우가 많아요. 그 이전에 이제 연구되던 빌드들은 좀 라인에서 조금 말리면은 결국에는 특패가 이게 움직이지도 못하고 라인전도 애매하고 그런 것들이 많았는데 연구가 많이 진행이 된 거죠. 네. 그렇죠. 그리고 일정 시간이 지난 다음에 말 그대로 라인전을 잘 안 해줍니다. 밀고 도망가고 이것만 해도 뭐 어디로 갔다 그러면 다 비상이고 그냥 안 보인다 콜 나오면. 탑에서 체이시와의 호흡이 기대되죠.
Round watching. Ooh, Zeus getting jumped on. Xenon might be in trouble though. Has the full stun, has the flash away. Zeus has the flash away too. Prince is going to jump forward for the first blood. Now looking for Rumor, but Rumor's going to be able to get away there. That was a fantastic play by the bot lane of awesome spear. Umti looking for the spear, trying to throws out another one, not able to find anything there. And Chasey's going to just walk to a tier 2 and Umti's going to just walk away. Oh, he's going back. Not going to be able to find him though. Should be able to find him recalling in the brush. Throws the spear out. Definitely being as big of a nuisance as possible. And if he teleports back, Yara on this top side, that's doomed. Oh, he teleports back, but Yara already going back, and Umti is soon going to be in trouble if he's not careful. Does W the wall? Gonna throw out the spear. Not gonna be able to find anything though. And Crush gonna be able to secure his own grow. Not gonna let that one escape his grasp. It's now awesome spear. Looking pretty awesome so far. Nice little 700 gold lead for them. Thanks to the efforts of Prince getting that kill in the bot lane. You also have Crow catching up in CS here in the mid lane. And every other lane is even. Or ahead. Chasey doing some damage with these Qs. Tana needs to be careful. He's doing some damage of his own though. Tana gonna get pulled in by Chasey, and they're gonna fight it out. Chasey has a fully stacked W. He's continuing to get that damage over time onto Tana. Probably wants to pop that W soon for the health, or he might want to hold on to it. He's gonna pop it now. Gets that health back. Crush, meanwhile, going to be starting up this dragon. It's going to be nice for him. Crow going to be coming down to assist him with that. Oh, I thought he was ulting. I was like, wait a minute. Where's he ulting? He can't ult anything. There's nobody there. Now, I wonder, are we going to see the AP Twisted Fate, or are we going to see the AP Twisted Fate? That's the question. We do have the Unsealed Spellbook. I think it was Nemesis that played the Omni Stone Twisted Fate.
저렇게 이제 먼저 신발을 올린 다음에 만라이너랑 계속해서 라인 밀고 당기고 싸움만 하다가 어느 한 타이밍 그냥 이제 이동 속도 기반으로 그냥 한번 로밍각 잡아주면 그게 또 사이드를 풀어주는 거잖아요. 네. 그 로밍을 통한 첫 번째 희생자가 누가 될지 크로는 각을 보고 있어요. 그래서 이건 엄티가 좀 힘들긴 할 텐데 어쨌든 미드 바텀 쪽에서 성과를 내긴 내야 되거든요. 탑 같은 경우는 어차피 모대가 6렙 이후에는 찌르기가 되게 어려워요. 근데 문제는 이제 바텀 쪽도 어설프게 찔렀다가 이미 균형 무너진 상태에서 투패 뭐 넘어오고 이러면서
It's going to be the blue buff being handed over to Yahran.
그래서 성과 내전이 투패가 밀고 도망가고
MT,
이러면 거기서 뭔가 잡기도 좀 어렵고.
a little low on mana,
라인 뭐
but
계속 밀어주고
Yalrong
있어요.
definitely needs that blue buff to match Crow's mana regen.
크로우 선수 아주 여유 있게 플레이해주고
Crow
있고요.
does have that
그래서
blue
이
card that he can
접전을
use to get mana
이기는
back
것보다
very
이기는
easily,
것보다
so he's gonna want that.
니달리가 가지는 트런들류 챔피언에 대비 그 카운터 플레이 이런 게 이미 힘이 좀 빠지고 있는 거죠.
Crow,
그리고 이제는 뭐 카운터 정글 한다.
gonna be throwing some cards down the mid lane, and
그러니까 해야 되는 플레이는 맞는데 그걸 하다가 걸렸을 때
overall just read a pretty slow state.
그러면 그거 안 하는 게 맞는 거고요.
It's times like these. Oh, blue buff gonna be handed over to Crow. But it's times like these that I'm jealous of the LPL cast because they get to cast so much excitement going on, and here it's just like, oh, here's some excitement. Zeus gonna hit Yalvarong with a hook, but it's gonna be cleansed away.
전령 쪽 분위기가 심상치 않네요. 그렇죠. 디펜스까지 일찌감치 올라왔습니다. 여기서 세난 이런 데서 한번 알리스타가
Ooh, Seron using the Hex Flash there. Gonna be lanterned away, but Tom is gonna find his way into the back line. Pops the ultimate. Death Realm gonna be used. Chasey is gonna come out of that and be in a lot of trouble, though. Oh, maybe not. Looks like he's gonna be just fine. Ooh, has to flash. So there's the trouble that we were looking for, as both teams are just really wanting to force themselves onto this Herald. Herald is gonna be potentially started by a awesome spear here. We'll see if they are interested in starting this, but it doesn't look like they are, and it looks like everybody's just going to go back to what they were doing. Aharong missed that cannon minion. I'd like to point that out. But, oh, Trouble Bubble going to land on the Crow. Going to be taking a good chunk of health from him. But he's going to be able to get all that CS regardless. Not going to be threatened. Not going to allow himself to be bullied. And his Crow is just gonna continue CSing in the mid lane. As we're now gonna watch the Herald finally be attempted by Awesome Spear here. And although that last fight didn't look too good for them, they certainly seem to be in control of this game. Up about 800 gold, 900 gold actually, almost 1,000. Basically up 1,000 gold over Jin Air. And we're only 10 minutes into the game. 1,000 gold isn't the end of the world, but you certainly hate to see it. As MT is going to sneak his way into this tribe rush. He's going to sneak his way even further, but he's going to throw a spear and give himself away. I think he thought he was spotted by the Thresh. I don't think the Thresh spotted him, though. Speaking of spotted, Crush might spawn a gank here. Does have the Baron empowered recall, or not the Baron, the Herald empowered recall. He's channeling it, but he's not throwing it out. The pull's going to miss, and I'm pretty sure Crush is going to recall now. Yep, there it is. He no longer has interest in ganking, and instead Umti is going to find his way back into the enemy jungle and try to find some more kills. Ooh. This is not good. Senan caught in a very bad spot there. Had to use the flash. Does have X flash, so it's not. Oh, it's not that bad, but this Trouble Bubble might be doing a lot of damage. Ooh! 200 years of collective game experience has led us to Zeus being over half-healthed by 2 abilities. Or technically 3, but 2 abilities. We are going to see Prince just clearing this out. Yes. Awesome Spear going to be... Oh, I'm going to pause what I'm saying. Zeus is in a lot of trouble, has to use the Flay to save his life, and he is going to save his life. But let's see if maybe Rumor can find some kills here. Finds one. Let's see if he can find more. Tana has arrived. Throws out the W. Can be looking for more. But I think Awesome Spear can just turn onto them. Rumor on a good spot, but he's going to be fine.
서폿끼리 교환은 했지만 두 번째 용까지 어썸 스피어가 가져갑니다. 그게 핵심이죠. 이미 전력 컨트롤도 진작에 어썸이 했었는데.
Jin Air.
어썸이에요 지금. 네. 진에어 입장에서 모든 오브젝트가 어썸. 네, 죄송합니다. 비트 주세요. 연계가 되는 거예요 다. 네. 저는
Oh, that's going to be a trouble bubble.
크로우. 지금 이런 장면들 보시면은 그나마 야롱 선수가 이든 쪽에서 나름 그래도 기강을 잡아주고 있는 게 도움은 많이 되고 있어요. 아 지금 천혜란 얘기를 하고 계신데 채팅창에서 우리 어떻게 클템을 그렇게 할 수 없습니다. 쳐내겠습니까? 얼마나 재치있는 멘트였나요? 보통 나가서 뭐 해라 이런 얘기도 나오는데 거기까지 안 간 것만 해도 어디겠어요.
Maybe the Herald popped bot lane by Awesome Spear. And
14분 전에 뽑아야죠. 자 아직 채굴할 수 있는 충분한 시간이 남아 있죠.
Herald charging the turret. Gonna take a lot of its health, but be just fine besides that.
지네요 이것도 하다 보니까 되게 답답해지는데요. 그래서 결국 알리가 왜 나왔나? 그쵸 얘기가 그렇게 되는 거죠. 그러니까 보통 이제 이렇게 티어라고.
You know what? I think I figured out the problem with Zeus missing Nautilus hooks. I think the hitbox is a little bit too big for him. And I think when the hitbox is too big, you especially with how ridiculous the Nautilus hook can be, I think you expect to throw it any direction. I think you just expect to throw it any direction, and then it just once you throw it any direction, it just goes. It just lands. You can throw it behind you, and you can hit a target in front of you. I like the I liked all the jokes that came from the Nautilus hook hitbox being so weird. But yeah, so just having a good time with the Thresh so far. Got man of the match last game. Awesome Spear. Certainly looking like they're gonna be men of the match this game as well, or man of the game, I guess. Player of the game. I can't tell who's proving me wrong here. Is Jin Air proving me wrong that they're good, or is Awesome Spear proving me wrong that they're good? I think it's maybe Spear. We'll see. Certainly is the Prince and Zeus show, I will say that though. The two of them playing extraordinarily well. Umti is gonna find a hook onto Chasey. Chasey is in trouble here. He is between a rock and a hard place. Does have the ultimate, but Umti and Rumor are keeping their distance. They're both just hitting the turret, though, as Rumor's now stuck in the death realm. Needs to switch to his lifesteal. There it is. Might be able to beat Chasey in the death realm here. He is not able to beat Chasey in the death realm, but Chasey goes down shortly afterwards. Let's see if maybe Yaharon can find some kills. Crow, bot very low here. Trying to find somebody. Trouble bubble. Fresh very low. Here comes Tana. He wants to clean this up, but that's a flash from Crush. And Tana has a flash of his own. Doesn't feel like using it yet, though. Maybe he should consider it. But decides he wants to hold on to it. Because now it's going to be... It's 16 minutes have passed, which means we now get to look at the turret plating. 3 for Awesome Spear, 1 for JAG. Very good advantage. As we take a look at the replay here. Chasey in a rough spot here. Rumor almost had the 1v1 against Chasey, but unfortunately couldn't find it, and Umti's able to find the kill there. Yaharon very close to getting the kills there. But we're going to be going back to some action here as Crush is brought very low, but is going to be able to get away as we see, a lot of knockouts coming up from both sides. But we'll see who's going to come out on top as Prince is able to find the kill on the Rumor. They're going to continue to push this mid lane turn. Not going to be able to get anything from it, though, as Yaharon bring a very long Q in, but not able to find anybody. That would have done a lot of damage, but nothing to be found there. Zeus throwing out the hook, not able to find anybody. Prince has to flash away, hit by the trouble bubble. He might be in trouble, and there it goes. Tana maybe can help clean up this fight. That's going to be 1 Q landing, 2 Q landings. Can they find the third one onto Chasey? Chasey is knocked up, and he is low, and he is dead. As they're going to be able to find a double kill for Umti's Italy. Can they find 3? They cannot. They do get 3 members of Awesome Spear, though, as now they're going to turn on to this Infernal Dragon. And it should be theirs. Crush might want to try to contest it, but he doesn't have Flash, doesn't have Smite. It's pretty much guaranteed to be Jin Air's. So he's just going to hand that over. A lot of scaling potential. Oh, I thought nobody was. I was like, someone would finish that off. A lot of scaling potential for the side of Jin Air, and Awesome Spear can't continue to throw if you want to have a chance in the late game. As we take a replay of the fight, taking a look at this, we do see a nice engage from Sinon, able to melt down Crush. Barely gets away. And Zeus doing a lot of work there alongside Chasey, but then Yaharong on the side here. Keep an eye on him. Has a very long Q that would have been devastating if it would have landed. Then wait a little bit longer. We come to this. Prince almost getting caught out, getting pulled back by Tana's W, and from there it's just getting killed by Yaharon, who uses the R flash to get the auto attack and kill him off, and from there it was just focusing Chasey, and kills were as good as theirs. We're now taking a look at Umti, who's clearing out this ward. Tana recognizes that a gank isn't coming and walks away. Thanks to that nice ward, he's going to allow this turret to go over to Chasey.
무엇보다 미드 정글 간의 성장 차이가 좀 나긴 해요. 여기서 세난. 그렇죠. 자, 우명 피고 달려드나요?
So we are going to see Twisted Fate ult into the mid lane.
왔어도 뚫렸죠? 그렇죠. 자, 체이시와 타나는 둘 다 지금 텔레포트는 있습니다. 와, 피 데미지 잘 나오네요.
Prince, meanwhile, just going to be clearing this out. And overall, we're starting to see Jin Air crawl themselves back into this game. They've evened up the gold lead, essentially, only about 700 gold down. Oh, but that might not be long if Crow isn't careful here. Might be even further of a gold lead for Jin Air. But Crow does get away.
초중반까지는 약간 알리를 왜 했냐 쪽에 포커스가 맞춰졌다면 게임이 어느 정도 안정 궤도에 접어들게 되면 역시 알리가 좋긴 좋구나 뭐 이렇게 갈 수 있거든요. 든든하군. 네. 역시 근본 서포트지. 그럼요. 특히나 지금 스페나 칼리를 딱 물어줄 수 있다는 거. 네. 국밥은 역시 소야. 나올 수 있습니다. 하지만 그걸 하려면 한타에서 영향력을 보여줘야 됩니다. 지크까지 나온 세난. CS 격차 원딜끼리는 좀 나고 있고요.
I think I talked about this towards the end of last split, whenever teams were allowed to take custom wards and take their own emotes. I think it's unfair that Jin Air get to have their own emotes and their own wards. It's very unfair. It's a very unfair advantage. As the hook's going to be thrown out by Zeus. Rumor able to find a kill there. Let's see, maybe they can find some more, but nope, not going to be able to. Good pick by Jin Air to find Chasey on with that trouble bubble, and just overall in a lot of trouble. As Awesome Spear going to be trying to get something back, but overall they're just clearing vision. And Jin Air actually going to start off this Baron. is going to be the decision from them. They feel like without Chasey, this is guaranteed to be theirs. Yaharong does have teleport. He's going to teleport immediately back. Pro, meanwhile, potential trouble there, but he's going to end up being fine, as that's a long Q, and that's a lot of damage coming through. Can Yaharong find that kill and finish it off? He cannot. It's going to be 1.8k health on that Baron. Awesome Spear are finding kills now. Let's see if they can find more on their way out. But Umti's doing a lot of damage. Twisted Fate ulting into the backline. Pops the golden stopwatch. But Chasey has come and he's teleported into the backline. He's looking for Rumor. Can he find Rumor? I don't know, but Tana can find 2 members, maybe even 3 of Awesome Spear. As Chasey is going to take down Rumor, but it's going to be the double kill for Umti. And I think that should be... Nope, the ace is not going to happen. It looks like Tana did give up the chase onto Crush, but Jin Air do have the Baron, and they are getting out of there with that nice big fat Baron buff. That's a nice skin, Dragon Slayer Trundle. But nonetheless,
역시 근본 서포트. 가장 튼튼한 서포터 알리스타.
I ain't ever see a TF do good. Nemesis just played really well on Twisted Fate the other day. Twisted Fate's a good, he's a good control mage. And my problem with him is that he does like the least damage in the game for any mid laner. He just does no damage if you build him AP. I think building him AD is just more optimal. I missed the, what was that room called where you would get gold as you auto-attacked after spells? Was it Kleptomancy? I think it was Kleptomancy. Kleptomancy AD Twisted Fate was so broken. It was so fun. But anyways. Taking a look at the replay of the fight there. Really good from Tana, as we're gonna pause that because Crush has just killed Rumor, and maybe they can find more. Tana teleports in, might be teleporting to his death, and he does. That's gonna be 2 kills going over to Awesome Spear. Jin Air taketh and Jin Air giveth, as they lose 2 members with Baron. 2 Awesome Spears. Now the reverse Baron power play is gonna start. I'm not sure what all of a sudden has happened to Callista Tark. Why is nobody playing Callista Tark anymore? Like, what happened that suddenly made Callista Tark bad? No, I feel like nothing has changed that made Callista Tark bad. I don't know, I feel like it's still the best bot lane option in the game. Crow is going to be CS in here, but he's going to back away. Going to respect the potential ganks from Jin Air, as Jin Air are about to run out of Baron, and they didn't really accomplish anything. They do have a gold lead now, though, so that's something. Homophobic, no Tark allowed, that makes sense. Yo, what's up, Fiku? You here to watch some Challengers Korea, my guy? You missed game 1. Game 1 was the game to watch. Zeus was popping with the Thresh. He's still kind of popping now, but, no Mad Life plays, so scratching my... Yeah, that's my favorite thing to do. Hey, what day of the week is it? I've lost track of the days of the week. It's my favorite thing to do on a Thursday night. Or Wednesday night, technically. It's Thursday morning. My favorite thing to do on a Wednesday night, as we see Jin Air on the run. Yaharong trying to find some Qs, not able to find anybody. Prince is just going to take some more CS, and both these teams generally just wanting to CS in between these Dragon fights. Now, something I want to talk about is this double Infernal for Jin Air. If they can get a quadruple Infernal Soul, that's going to hurt a lot. That's going to hurt a lot when it comes to, those Nidalee Spears are just going to one-shot people. The Nidalee Spears and the Zoe Qs on Trouble Bubble targets, one-shots everybody. Aphelios is going to do damage, Aatrox is going to do damage.
되게 잘하고 있는 건 맞는데 이러다가 갑자기 허무하게 잘리는 빈도수가 꽤 높은 선수예요. 어떤 빅데이터로 봤을 때도 보통 한 게임에 한두 번씩은 꼭 그런 장면이 나와서 지금 특히 극딜로 갔기 때문에 사용 선고 같은 거 잘못 맞으면 그냥 터지는 거죠. 그렇죠. 지금 초시계도 없고요.
Now we're just gonna watch some more farming going on. We are starting to get towards the minute mark of the dragon, excuse me, coming up. Baron, actually, we are at the minute mark for. So we should start to see some more vision control. Yo, what's up, man? Man the man. So we are gonna watch Senna and probably get picked off here. Actually, he pops the ultimate. Who's picking who? Seems like neither is going to happen, as they are going to trade the Callista ultimate for the Taric ultimate and the Thresh ultimate. So quite the trade there in favor of Jin Air. They do still have two ultimates. Or one ultimate more, sorry, than Awesome Spear. Jin Air, they're trying to set up a Death Brush, but I think Awesome Spear know what's going on. They're going to two-man the Baron while the other three are going to set up the Death Brush. Twisted Fate ultimate going to be used to spot them out. And they spot out that they're doing the Baron. Now they're going to fully dedicate to this Baron take. If Jin Air get this Baron, it's going to be very problematic for Awesome Spear. They do not have Thresh or Callista ultimates up yet. Trouble Bubble going to be cutting them off. Oh, 4k health. Can Crush find his way into the pit? It doesn't matter because the fight's going to be starting. Zeus might be in trouble. He's going to be killed off by Rumor here, as now Tana's in the back line fighting Prince, but he's going to go down most likely. Oh, he's very low, but he's actually not going to go down, and that's going to be actually Umti picking up a kill, and Crow is in danger now. He's killed off, and that's 2 kills, 3 kills for nothing. And now Jin Air turn their sights onto the Baron buff, and it looks like Jin Air might be able to take game 2. As it's going to be the Dragon take for Awesome Spear, so they do get something. They get a consolation prize instead of the Baron, but the Baron buff is going to go over to Jin Air, as they're going to recall with the second Baron buff and start pushing. Oh, am I still on 480? No, I'm on 720.
이번 발언에서는 아까 발언과 같은 실수가 안 나와야 됩니다. 그렇다고 또 발언 갖고 또 너무 소극적으로 하면 안 되니까. 아까 한타에서 그 줄 잘 탔던 것처럼 보여줘야 되는 진에어고요. 이게 저희가 뭐 진에어 상체 위주로 많이 말씀을 드렸고 루머 쪽에서 실수가 좀 나오긴 했어도 그렇다고 아펠리오스 이게 뭐 그런 게 아니거든요.
Awesome Spear.
어차피 나중에 결자이지 할 수
Gonna start preparing for the siege as we watch a replay. Zeus hit by the spear. Oh, and a fantastic play by Senon there to knock Zeus into his team, and he gets out just fine. Tana trying to fight Prince there on the side, almost dies, but somehow lives. I think the heal from the Aphelios there definitely did its part. And Crow just dies. And from there, the Baron is taken. They do get the Infernal, though, that prevents Soul Point. Zeus is trying to pick Tana. They're all trying to pick Tana. But Tana is just too fast, too furious for you. As Jin Air are going to now turn their attention onto this top lane, and they're going to take the inhibitor. So they tried to pick Tana, failed, lost the inhibitor as a result, and now Jin Air going to waltz on out of there and be A-okay. Prince brought very low there, but they're going to get away as the Hex Flash is going to get sent on to safety. And now it's time for Jin Air to just play it slow, wait for the next Infernal Drake. They want to utilize this Baron, though, I think. They do still have a minute left on that. Maybe a mid-siege is to play here.
자, 여기서 엄티. 네, 빅데이터만 조심하면 돼요.
Oh, that's going to be the nice play there by Zeus, but does he go down? He does. And now it's Tana teleporting in. Can he find some kills? Hook's going to come out. It's going to land onto Rumor. Rumor might be in trouble here. Can he get away? He cannot, but this might still be a fight in favor of Jin Air as the double knockup from Sinon's going to come through, and Chasey should surely be dying here, as that's going to leave 2 members in favor of 3. Double kill for Tana's Aatrox. Let's see what they want to do now. Ooh, Yaharong is hungry. He smells kills. He finds Prince, but not really. We are going to see Yaharong. Oh! That was almost one of the cleanest plays I've ever seen. But unfortunately didn't get the kill, so it doesn't count. Was clean though. Yaharong is flexing on him though with that. As we see, replay of that, very greedy taking these blinds. Zeus is able to find the flash, Flay, and then hooks to predict the flash of Very nice play from Zeus this series as he then lands the hook onto Rumor. I think Zeus has been watching my solo queue games because his Thresh is looking pretty good. The predictions are on point. Would have killed TF if he went tier? Probably. You never know. Baron power play is now over, as we're now a minute away from Dragon. Let's see if Jin Air can take this to Soul Point, because Awesome Spear are at Soul Point themselves, and Infernal Soul is not something you would want this team to have. You want to at least get one more Infernal. Ooh, almost hooked there. And the Gargoyle was popped by Crush. That's not something you like to see before a dragon fight. Oh, hit by the Trouble Bubble. Can't quite hit him, but Zeus is going to take a lot of damage as a result. Brought up at half health. Tana trying to find some Qs, but not able to find any Prince. Doing some damage himself on the Sinnoh. But instead, Jin Air is playing this one slow. We're at 34 minutes into the game, and there's still no clear winner. So we are seeing the Twisted Fate ultimate being used for Vision. He's going to get the yellow card. Is he going to ult anywhere? He does not. That's going to be the TF ult expiring, which means that they are once more in the Fog of War. So long as no wards are interfering with that, we do. If you do look on the bottom right of your screen, though, you see the Super Minion starting to enter the base. Maybe. No teleports are off, though, so that's not an option, actually. We're going to see Senon brought very low, and Chasey doing a lot of work on this Mordekaiser. But is it enough? It might be Tana trying to somehow carry this fight, and actually he is doing a lot of damage here. That's going to be a kill going over to the Zoe, and that's actually 4 kills. Mel almost 5. Crush hardly able to get away there. Jin Air is going to be able to split that fight into 2 and take advantage. If you look here, like I said, Super Minion's entering the base, and now we see the teleport being used. The Unsealed Spellbook coming into play. Can they prevent Crush from getting back in time? Yaharong trying to end the game. He wants this one to be over. He wants to force this one to game 3. Jin Air. It's going to be the flash coming in just to get the passive off. And that's going to be GG for Jin Air Green Wings. Fantastic job from them.
그러면서 많이 언급은 못 드렸지만 탑간의 차이도 생각보다 되게 심하긴 했어요. 그러니까 모데카이저가 방에 들어가서 살상력이 있냐, 죽이고 나오냐, 뭐 어떻게 쓰냐가 되게 중요한데 거기서 효과를 거의 못 받고 그에 반해 타나가 어그로 되게 잘 끌었고 단순하게 정리해서 말씀드리면 상체 대 하체 싸움인데 1세트는 하체가, 2세트는 상체가.
So we are all tied up 1-1 at the end of that game, and we're going to be going to game 3. Rumor greater than light confirmed. You could argue that. You could argue that. Jin Air have very nice looking uniforms. The black dress shirt with the patches looks very nice in my opinion. I like it, the classic look, sticking to the StarCraft roots. As we see Awesome Spear with the more traditional looking jerseys. Oh, we have come to know and love here in the esports scene. We are going to be going to game 3. It's going to be very interesting to see who's going to win that one. If trends hold true, we should be seeing Awesome Spirit take it in game 3 just because they do have that red side. Maybe red side's going to be the OP side this split. Last split it was blue. This split maybe it's red. We did start to see red side become stronger towards the end of the year. Rumor field goaling the ultimate there, but it doesn't matter as Tana is just putting in lots of work this team fight. Rumor able to escape chase. He kills him in his own death realm and then just cleans up Crow. And from there it was easy gaming for Jin Air Green Wings. Kongi Pantera teams had some clean jerseys. Yeah, they did. They did. As we see Prince with the most damage in the game, followed by Yaharong. Followed by Yahang, we do see Rumor, and then UMT with the 5th most damage, going over to JC closely. Oh, actually, I think that's, no, actually that's Taunt with more damage. My apologies. Taunt has more damage than JC. So of the top 5 damage, 4 of them are on Jin Air, which is not a good sign, but ladies and gentlemen, that was game 2. Game 3 will be coming up in just a moment. Who's going to take this one? Will we see the reverse sweep by Jin Air? Will we see Awesome Spear come back together and take game 3? We'll find out in just a moment.
챌린저 스코리아 경기를 하면서 웃지 않을 생각입니다. 포니에서 머리 스타일 포니에서 보시면 경기 결과 함께 보시죠. 경기 결과 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 보시죠. 때리지만 않으면 돼요. 무신타나. 그럼 앞으로 무신타나로 무시은타나, 무서운타나. 약간 이런 의미도 섞여 있죠. 감사하게 받겠습니다. 예, 착하네. 이걸 또 받아주네. 이거 모른 척해도 돼요. 어쨌든 그 아이디키 선수 외모가 약간 볼리비아 닮지 않았어요? 귀엽다는 얘기죠. 한마디 하세요. 그럼 김혜정 캐스터는 뭐 닮은 것 같아요? 꼴뚜기 닮았다고 하시더라고요. 되게 잘생기신 것 같아요. 고마워요. 안 해, 누가.
지금 서라벌 게이밍의 그럼 전력은 한 몇 퍼센트 정도인가요? 이제 올라.
솔직하게 지금 한 30%밖에 안 돼.
와. 30%다 우리.
아직
이 정도가 30%예요? 모래주머니 좀, 네, 모래주머니 좀 떨고 이러면 뭐
네.
날아가겠는데요, 진짜로? 장난 아니네요. 일단 오늘 경기
첫 번째 경기 때 카카오 형이 자르반으로
잡아요. 못 잡아요. 못 잡아요. 잡아도 못 잡아요. 크로코가 오히려 버텨주면서 카카오를 잡아냈습니다.
그랬는데 오늘은 좀 많이 잘해주지 않았나.
그러니까 약간 노력상인가요? 약간 잘한 게 아니라
아 많이 되었죠. 많이 되었죠.
네. 저 혓바닥이 보이면 안 됩니다.
아 그런 거 하지 마요 좀. 아 그냥
보이는데 말한 거죠.
뭘 또 그렇게.
자, 그래서 오늘
건방지게 클레드가 딱 선픽으로 딱 나오잖아.
요거 선 넘었다. 클레드 선픽 선 넘었다.
허위가 계속되면은 그게 관리인 줄 알아요.
오늘 또 피오라가 밴 당했어요?
당황하죠.
아, 본인의 어떤 피오라는 뱅카드로 충분히.
네, 그럴 정도로 저번에 했던 것 같아요.
한마디 하고 싶은데 해도
아니 두 마디 세 마디 다 하셨어요.
네.
네.
일단 저희 브리온 블레이드 대표 이모텍
진짜예요?
대표님 너무 지원 많이 해주시고 믿어주셔서 감사합니다.
아시잖아요. 카메라 보시면.
한마디에 더 하면 안 돼요. 대표님께서 이번 경기 승리할 수 있었던 것 같아요. 그래서 이모텍 대표님 격려를 많이 해주셨거든요. 직접 연습실에 와서
어떤 조언을 해주셨나요?
이제 그런 승리에 많이 도움이 된 것 같습니다.
참 저는 이 도일 선수의 인터뷰를 보면서
네.
많은 걸 배웁니다.
혹시 인터뷰 잘 봤다라고 대표님이 지난번에 얘기하셨나요?
아, 네. 초반 기타좀.
초밥 때문에 그랬던 거.
그때 인터뷰 때문에 초밥이었구나.
초밥이면 어쩔 수 없죠.
저는 챌린저스 코리아 경기를 하면서 웃지 않을 생각입니다.
한번 웃겨드릴까요? 참는 거예요. 왜 참아요?
잠시만요.
네.
포니에서 머리 스타일 한번.
포니 해설 보시면 다른 게임 생각나죠. 예.
포니 해설이 머리 스타일 한번 보세요. 이번에 포부 마지막으로 또 팬들께 한번 보여주시죠. 숨은 쉬어도 되고요.
저 죄송한데 약간 월클인
아니.
저번 스프링 때 아쉬움이 너무 커서 꼭 1등을 하고 싶거든요. 열심히 해서 좋은 성적 거둬보겠습니다. 최선을 다해서 좋은 결과로 팬분들에게 보답하겠습니다. 이번 시즌에는 아쉬움 없이 1등 해가지고 멋진 모습 보여드리도록 하겠습니다.
이번 시즌이 마지막 챌린저스 코리아잖아요. 끝맺음을 좀 잘하고 싶어요. 처음 하는 단계라고 다들 걱정이 많으실 텐데 제가 더 열심히 해서 팀원들하고 잘 한번 만들어 보겠습니다.
마지막 시즌이니만큼 열심히 해서 꼭 우승하겠습니다. 파이팅!
성능을 대용량 배터리로 언제 어디서나 더 오래 즐기다. 72Wh 대용량 배터리, 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준, LG 울트라 기어. 듀얼 메모리, 듀얼 저장 장치. 고성능을 듀얼 업그레이드로 더 오랜 기간 즐기다.
울트라 기어로 부드럽게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
거기 들어와. 그 밑에 걔 잡고. 나이스. 자, 됐어.
미안해, 로나. 화났어? 잠깐 내가 누르면 안 돼. 누르면 안 돼, 지금. 자, 불편한데 무슨 소리야.
좋은 시간 되세요.
From the beginning.
너무 많이 마셨다.
청정제주 숙취비법과 탄산의 만남. 숙취엔 가스강.
이상한데? 그렇게 작아. 너무 안 보이는데? 보이지가 않잖아. 쓸 수가
아니,
없는데?
저 키워보라고.
성능 17대화면으로 언제 어디서나 더 크게 즐기다. WQXGA 초고화 질의 17대화면, 16:10 최적의 화면비. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준. LG 울트라 기어.
싱그러운 청귤, 실성 사이다를 만나다. 이런 청량함은 처음이야. 실성 사이다.
라면이요.
이게
나왔습니다.
잠깐만 들어주세요. 빨리 나와요 이거.
음료 나왔습니다.
섭취 이제 탄산으로. 청정 제주 숙취 비법과 탄산의 만남. 숙취엔 가스강.
고성능을 언제 어디서나 가볍게 즐기다. 지포스 GTX 1650 그래픽, 최신 인텔 10세대 프로세서 탑재. 고성능 노트북의 새로운 기준. LG 울트라 기어.
상큼한 복숭아, 실성 사이다를 만나다.
이런 청량함은 처음이야. 실성 사이다.
아, 취했나?
청정 제주 숙취 비법과 탄산의 만남. 숙취엔 가스강.
잡아 킬 프리님 힐 그렇지 나 힐. 이천 소리끈 온다 잡아 바닥 바로
울트라 기어로 선명하게 이긴다. LG 울트라 기어 게이밍 모니터.
우리 진짜 한 판만 더 이기면 돼. 야 그럼 나 화장실 좀 갔다 올게. 어디가? 금방 갈게. 이 정도.
20여 명의 학생들이 컴퓨터 게임에 몰입하고 있는 또 다른 PC방. PC방에 전원을 꺼보겠습니다.